Hi, welcome to Sunday School. Today is the second Sunday of Lent. What are you doing to recognize Lent and to prepare yourself to get ready for Easter? Have you given something up? Have you gone and made a calendar and are doing acts of care and kindness for others during this time? I am trying to do something every day for someone else. I had something happened to me the other day, and I wondered, I wonder if that's somebody doing this for Lent. I was in the line trying to get a drink at McDonald's, and I pulled up to the lady, and she said, "Oh, the girl in front of you paid for you." And it was a girl, maybe in high school. And I just thought, wow, and it just made my day. It was the kindest thing. It was something very small, but she did that out of just a random act of kindness. And I thought that was really, really special. Our verse this week is from John chapter 8, verse 12. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. He will have the light of life." So Jesus says, "I am the light, and I am the light of life." And what does that mean? When I think about light, I think about happiness and hope and good energy. And that's all the things that Jesus is. And we need his light in our life. We need that hope and we need that light. And when you think about darkness, what do you think about? Well, when it gets dark, you sleep, things slow down, it gets quiet. Sometimes it's a little bit scary. And when it's light and it's day, that's when you get to go out and play and you get to see your friends and all the exciting things happen. You get to do your sports and everything. And that's when it's light, and that's the excitement, and that's when stuff happens, and that's when life happens, when we are in the light. So Jesus says, "I am the light." So if we think about it, darkness is for sleep. Sometimes it's a little bit scary, and it's for calming down and being quiet. And light is for life, and that's when life happens. So Jesus says, "I am the light of the world." And so we can look at that and think, well, you know what? Then following Jesus' teachings is probably a pretty good way to live, a good way of sharing light and life and hope and energy. So I was thinking about some people in the world that share their light. And this being Black History Month, I am thinking of somebody, and he's very close to us, right next door in Chicago, an African-American man named Jamal Cole. And he saw a lot of darkness in his community. He saw a lot of lack of hope and a lot of lack of happiness. And he said, "I'm going to do something about this." So he started an organization called My Block, My Hood, My City. And if you look that up, you can see all the different things that they do. They do amazing things. He's an incredible person. And one of the main things that he did, he said, these people that are living in my community, and especially the young people and the high school age people, he said, they don't know what's in their community. They don't know what's around them. And so they didn't have pride in their neighborhood. They didn't have pride in their city. And he wanted them to have that. So he started a mentorship program and something called the Explorers, where they go out and they see the city. And so they go to businesses, and they go to Navy Pier, and they go to theaters and shows and all the different things all over in all parts of the city, all corners, so that they're able to have some pride in their city. And then they take it back and they have pride in their neighborhoods and where they live. And he has a lot of educational programs. He also does a lot of work with seniors. He will shovel the streets when it gets really snowy. And this month has been very challenging for them. They shovel the streets. At Christmas time, they light it up so that it looks festive, so people can be proud of their neighborhoods. And he wanted to take that responsibility to the neighborhoods to strengthen the community. So it's the people that live in the neighborhoods as well as others coming from outside of the neighborhood to help. They also take care of their seniors. They bring PPE, the protective gear, to seniors. They shovel for them. They take them for wellness checkups. They share food with the people in their community. And he really has become a light in the community. And where he saw darkness, he brought in the light. What can you do to be the light in your community and in your life and your family, and be the light to people around you?
This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
So if you wanted to do a craft about light this week, you could do a stained glass window. So what you'll need are 2 pieces of construction paper, and then I just have these strips of tissue paper. You can get it at the Dollar Tree or wherever with your wrapping paper. You need some glue. I have some tape and some scissors. So what you're going to do, you're going to take the 2 pieces together and got to poke a hole through, and you're going to cut the same shape into both pieces of paper. And if you're creative, you could do a cross, you could do a heart, something that will remind you of Jesus. A heart would be great for Easter. I mean, a cross would be great for Easter. I guess it looks like an Easter egg. Or maybe the stone from the front of the tomb. And then you take them apart, and then you're going to take the pieces of tissue paper, and I might just rip it just for fun. And I'm going to put it here and tape it on. Or you could glue it if you want, but I'm just going to tape it. And I'm just going to do different colors, kind of fill that space, and tape it, and tape it. And there's some white. That's not as fun color. And tape it. And while you're doing this, you can think about the lessons and the ways that God's light shines in your life. What happens when you feel God's presence and God's light in your life? So now I have all these colors. You can do as many as you want. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it on top. Just line it up just like it was. And I'll take the glue and I'm going to glue in between. Put glue all over. And then I'm going to put that back. And then we have a stained glass window. Now I took my stained glass window and I'm going to put it up to the light. And it's not so light right now, but we've had a really beautiful sunny week. And you can hold this up and put it in your window and it will remind you of God's love and the light in your life. And you go out and you be the light in the world. Have a great week. Bye-bye.